Hello everyone! Today I'm making a video showcasing how to find a shiny den from start to finish. And I'm going to teach you how to use the SW seed calculator and the seed searcher. Some people are still using OneStar 1.02, which is stop doing that, please. And a lot of people are asking the same question in Discord over and over again, oh my god, I lost count on skipping days, what should I do? Or I can't get SWC calculator working. So today I'm going to answer all of these once and for all. So what I'm gonna do today is I am going to catch well, I'm not gonna catch it, but I'm gonna use the shiny orbital den, which is it says Den 92 in Cerebi, which means Nest 92, so that's where you can find the orbital, shiny Gmax orbital, which is in a bridge field, which is very easy to find because they're right next to the digging bros. So I am going to fly over there right now. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. So bridge field, which is right here. So obviously, first thing you have to do is you have to spawn the den. I'm pretty sure most of you should know this already. If you don't, just I'm going to show you how to do it, but I will leave all the timestamp in the description or in the comments. So, okay, so to spawn a den, you want to go to the option and then turn text speed to slow. And then save the game first. Alright, so you're gonna put your wishing piece down. Press yes. Check the beam, and then right after you press yes, press the home button. If you see the beam is not the beam you want, you turn off the game and then try again. I'm going to try twice. If it's not a rare beam, I'm just gonna skip right to where I got the rare beam. So what I did right there when I restart I soft reset the game is I pressed the Y button instead of the X button to close the game. So Y button is switch user, which is slightly faster. It skips one button, that's it. Just a tiny little trick here you can do. So I'm gonna try it again. And home button? Nope. Okay, I'm going to skip right to when I get the den. So I'll see you over there. Oh, whoa, third time's the charm. Okay, that was easy. I should have just kept going. Okay, so now you got the rare beam. Go back to option. Oh my god, not mystery gifts, please. Go back to option, turn to fast, and then save the game. Okay, so now this is where you start go for the fourth den, which is you have to do a 3-day skip to get your first Pokemon in the SW seed searcher, seed calculator, or the seed searcher. So I'm going to show two ways to do the day skip, which one of them is, the first one obviously is the boring one. You go invite others, go to settings, scroll all the way down, go to time and date and time. I'm gonna skip 1 day, go back, quit. Now skip the first day, you do it 2 more times. I'll try to do this as fast as I can. To be honest, I do this over I swear I do this over 10,000 times in my life already, so I still pressing the wrong button, which is amazing. So yeah, that's me. So let's do that one more time. So ideally, you want to find a 2 IV Pokemon or a 3 IV Pokemon on your first 4th frame, which is right here, right now, which is a Golisopod, which is not a 4 IV or a 3 IV Pokemon. Let's switch back to desktop actually. I'm going to open up the SW Seed Searcher program. Okay. So let's head to the actual den real quick. So this one is Bridge Field. rare den. It's not this. I'm just gonna scroll through. Not this one. Nope. 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 And nope. Wow, where is it? Where is it? Still no. What? Am I in the wrong game? Oh, okay, there it is. I missed it. Okay, number 55. So, if you scroll down, if you check the Pokemons, you can see on top right here on how many max IV is gonna guarantee. So, Dwibble 3-star is 2 IVs. Karrablast, Sword, Shelmet. So these guys are 2 IVs. Dottler is 3 IV. So Orbitos start having 4 IVs. So all of these guys down here are not acceptable for the first Pokemon. So Dottler and Dwibble, Karrablast, and Shelmet. Why does it say Sword only? So if you go to Cerebi, it also shows you guarantee max IVs over here. So we want Shelmet, Dwibble, or Dottler, which is they don't tell you 3 IV, guarantee 3 IV, which is weird here. So ideally we want these 3 Pokemon here, right? So we don't get it on the 4th frame on the first try, but that's okay. What you want to do is you skip one more day to get the 5th Pokemon info, so you don't have to waste time on, you know, getting the first 4 frame, because with the new SWC searcher program, it's almost guaranteed it's going to work if you have the 2 IV or 3 IV for the first Pokemon. So I'm going to skip one more day. Let's go back to the game. I'm still using the old method, so let's skip one more day here. Okay. So now this is the 5th frame, which it doesn't matter what Pokemon it is, so it's a Golisopod. So I'm going to defeat this real quick. Okay, we caught the Pokemon. So now the next step, what you're gonna do is you level this guy up to a level 100. So you're gonna need a lot of EXP candies of this. Otherwise, if you don't have a level 100 Pokemon, it will have what is it? It won't have exact IVs, and then the program will not work. So I'm going to go to the summary of this Golisopod. Check summary. Okay, so now we can start using the program itself. We'll switch the view here. So what I like about the seed calculator compared to Lean's seed searcher right here, we're gonna use both programs at the same time. So because Lean's program has to have the first 4 frame entered, and then it unlocks other Pokemon for you to enter, which could be a good thing to avoid, like, to be, you know, foolproof. But I like the seed calculator because you can pre-enter 5th or 6th frame Pokemon, so you don't have to waste your time if you don't get the Pokemon you want, right? But you can also use the IV calculator on Cerebi.net and then calculate IV that way. But we're gonna just do it in the SWC calculator right now. So that was a 4-star Golisopod. What is the nature of this guy? I can't see it right now. So yes, emergency exit, that's the only ability it has. Oh, this one does have HA. So okay, it's naive. It's naive nature, and it's mischievous. Let's switch back to the view here. Oh, I can't even see it because it's so small in here. Sorry, I have to switch this screen back and forth because I really can't see it. So we're just gonna open up the IV calculator. It's already have the nature set, so I'm gonna switch it copy here and look at the status. So 291, 286, 316, 156, 174, 117. Okay, let's switch back. I'm gonna click calculation and then output results. And that's it. That's done for the 5th frame. So now I'm going to restart the game. Home, Y, press A, and then let it choose your user again. So you don't have to choose the game again. So now I'm gonna use the other day skip method, which is way faster than the regular day skip method. And you can skip a lot of days in a row, which is the y-comm glitch. You should probably know about this. Someone pointed out from my video and then tweeted to Blaine, and he finally made a video about it. So I'm going to go to y-comm, connect to the internet. Now I'm going to do a link battle. It doesn't matter what battle you're doing. So what we're gonna do is we wait for a... Oops, I forgot to switch back to the screen. We're gonna wait for a trainer to be found. I'm going to take the switch out and put it back in. What it does, it disconnects you from the server, and now you have the day skip glitch active. So be aware that if you're using handheld mode, you can use the quick menu from holding the home button, and then you can do the airplane mode here. But if you have the Switch Lite, you have to manually go to settings, and then turn on airplane mode here. Otherwise, the glitch only works once. So now the day skip glitch is already active. So I'm going to skip 4 days. Sorry, 3 days. 1, 2, 3. And now we're at the 4th frame. Super fast. It's an orbital, so that's not ideal, again. So what I'm going to do is skip to the 6th frame. Then we can input the info before we even get a first 4th frame Pokemon. So we're going to skip 2 more days. That will bring us to the 6th frame. Golosopov again. Doesn't matter. I'm going to catch this right now. I'm going to switch Pokemon. Okay, we catch the 6th frame Golosopod. So we're going to do the exact same thing again. We're going to level it up to 100. Here you go. Now we go back and check the summary. So that also had an emergency exit, gentle, and takes plenty of status. Okay, let's switch back to the desktop view. So that's the 6th frame here. So that's a 5-star Golosopod. Gentle nature, emergency exit, that's correct. And take plenty of status. So now let's look at the stats. We bring up the IV calculator. I can't see again, so I'm gonna switch to capture card right here. So that's 291, 286, 282, 156, 212, 116. Let's go back to desktop. There we go. So calculation, output, result, and exit. And that's it. That's done for the 6th frame. And now we're gonna try to attempt to find a correct 4th frame. So I'm gonna reset the game. So this time I'm gonna keep using the y-comm glitch again, because it is faster. Because you can skip multiple days without going back to the game. It also depends on how fast you can find a opponent, which should be decently fast. Once you find it, you can just skip like any days you want, so it is faster. Okay, now I'm gonna take it out, put it back in. And okay. And now the skip glitch is active again. I am going to skip 3 days. Oops. 1, 2, 3. And now we're at the 4th frame again. So, it's a G-Max Orbital. Okay, that is still fine because what the first 4 frame Pokemon does, it tells you the second 4 frame how many IVs ideally you want to get. So most of the time you will be getting a the program will tell you to get a 4th IV Pokemon, or a 5 IV, or a 3 IV. But the 4 IV one is the most common. So I'm still going to catch this and record all the stats, just in case if the first 4th frame Pokemon tells me I need to get a 4 IV. If it tells me to get a 3 IV Pokemon, we're gonna try to do that afterwards. So I'm going to catch this guy real quick again. Okay, we caught the Orbital again. I'm gonna say that for a 3rd time. Do the exact same thing. Level it up to 100. So, go to bag. And level 100. Check the summary. Okay, so let's go to the seat searcher here. So this guy is telepathy, which is not what we want. Lags and ultrasound. So let's switch to the desktop again. So that was a 4-star G-Max Orbital. It has lax nature, hidden ability, telepathy, and alert to sounds, right? Yep, alert to sounds. So we bring up the IV calculator again. You know, I'm actually just gonna expand this. There we go. Now I can see it. So 261.126.268.196 246.216. Calculate and exit. And there we go. I know it's kind of weird that we are doing, you know, the Pokemon in backwards, and this is why I recommend the SWC calculator over the seat searcher, because we can't input any of these at the moment. You're gonna have to record it somewhere else in a notepad or something. So now we're gonna attempt to finally find a 2 IV 4th frame. So let's do that right now. So I'm going to try this probably just once. It has to be a Karrablast. It can't be a Karrablast because it's in Shield. It has to be a Shelmet, a Dribble, or a Dottler. So we're gonna use the y-comm glitch again. To be honest, for skipping 3 frames, it doesn't really save that much time. But if you can find an opponent very fast in y-comm, this is still way faster, like that. So I'm just gonna plug the switch out again, and now the glitch is active. It's as easy as that. Okay, and now I'm going to skip 3 frames. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yes! Nice! Okay, we don't have to waste any time on this. So I'm going to catch this thing real quick. Okay, cool. That worked out really well. Better than I expected. So just remember, if you don't find a 2 IV or 3 IV on your first try on the 4th frame, you can still go ahead and catch a 4th frame, a 5th frame, and a 6th frame, just to record those stats before you even get the first 4th frame Pokemon. just to save a lot of time. So we're gonna do the same thing again, level it up. Oh, this guy is gonna have a lot of moves it's trying to learn, and it's gonna evolve as well. So I'm going to mash B, please don't evolve. Here we go. Okay, let's check the summary again. Okay, so that's 2 IVs, that's perfect. So this guy has shell armor, lacks nature, and takes plenty of status. Status of English, please. Okay, let's switch to monitor my desktop again. Okay, so we're finally doing the first 4th frame Pokemon, huh? Alright, so dribble, lacks nature, takes plenty of status, shell armor, and IV calculator. I'm going to make this bigger. Okay, so 24116621694 93 and 134. Calculate. Open result and exit. Okay, so if you haven't done oops, I'm blocking the view. Okay, so if you haven't done any second, 4th frame, 5th frame, 6th frame, you will see something like this. 4 IV slash 3 IV slash 4 IV will give you 5 out of 6. 5 IV will give you 4 out of 6. Ideally, you want to see a 6 out of 6. And then 5th out of 6 is better. Not better, but slightly worse. And 4th out of 6, it's not even worth it because it just takes so long. So what it does is, the 5th out of 6 fills this IV roll array here. The more numbers you filled up, the faster it's gonna find a seed. What it's telling you is the second 4th frame Pokemon, if you catch a 3 IV or 4th IV Pokemon, it will fill 5 numbers in this IV roll array, which is still gonna find the seed decently fast. But for 5 IV, 4 out of 6, it's gonna take forever. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna have to catch a 3 IV or a 4 IV Pokemon. So it's gonna the Dottler can be a 3 IV, and then all the other 4-star and 5-star Pokemon can fit in here as in the second slot as well. So see, we already catch the second, 4th frame Pokemon. So we can actually start searching the seed right here, right now. So we're gonna do it. So let's see how long that will take to find the seed. I should have pulled up a timer, but I will tell you how much time it took after I edit the video. Which this should take less than a minute. Sometimes, I think in the first 2 times I tried it, it takes less than a second, which is crazy. So this is gonna take longer than usual. Okay, we'll find a seed. This is definitely less than a minute, like 30 seconds or something. So we're gonna do the exact same thing on the seed searcher, just to show you how this program works. So we're gonna go to number 55, Bridgefield 6, Rare Dan, Sword, and then the first Pokemon is a 3-star Dribble. So one of the nice thing of the seed searcher is that it filters the possible Pokemon that you can use for the first 4th frame Pokemon, which is nice, but it also limits the use of the IV calculator, which I'll explain why later. So Dribble, Lax, Shell Armor, takes plenty of status, 31, 32, 19, 29, 19. So it does have an IV calculator which works almost the exact same way, so you can do it that way as well. So I'm going to check IV. So now it's going to tell me the exact same info over here. 3 IV, 5 out of 6, 4 IV, 5 out of 6. So we have a 4 IV Pokemon here, so we're gonna use this one. So that was a 4-star Gmax, Orbido, lacks nature, alert to sound, telepathy. So this program also filters out like the possible IV as well. So it already knows the defense is going to be 19. So I just need to type in 29 special defense. So I'm going to confirm. So now it locks the first 2 Pokemon, which you can't edit it anymore. Which can be a good thing, just to be a little more foolproof, so you don't accidentally edit those numbers. So the 5th frame Pokemon is a 4-star Golisopod right here. Naive nature, emergency exit, mischievous, 31, 31, 31, 31, 9, 22. And then 5-star Golisopod, gentle nature. Where's gentle? Holy shit, where is gentle? Oh my god, I can't even see it. Takes plenty of Stestius. 31. How many different variation I've said on that word? I need to actually learn how to say it. So we'll fill all these numbers. We're gonna start search, which should give us the exact same seed. But right now the seed searcher kind of it's about 3 times slower than the SW seed calculator. I already talked to Lin about this, and he already has a solution on making it faster. So I would still recommend SW seed calculator, but I like the seed searcher UI a little bit more. Minus the fact that it kind of locks, the Pokemon that you input. Okay, that's the seed. It took 116 seconds, which is about 2 minutes. So yeah, 3 or 4 times slower than the SWC calculator. So that's the exact same seed. But now, what I'm going to do is, actually, here. The seed searcher can show the results of the seed, which it will pull up another window that looks very similar to the Ray Finder. One of the problems with this window is that it locks to the seed that you find. So if for example, if you're helping a friend that gives you a seed, and then they want to check what frame they are at, you can't do it. You just can't use this window here. It locks to what you have. So that's one of the disadvantages of this program, which I already suggest to Lin to make this, more robust. So, we're going to see what shiny we have. I actually haven't used this very often because I use the OneStar program to find my shiny frame, which is because this thing is faster to display the the shiny frame I want anyway. So I'm gonna input the number over here. This is not an event then, which is Richfield. Where is it? Richfield. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Sort rare. Not this. Wimpot. Wimpot. Is that it? What is the difference between? Okay, good. So Bridgefield 6. Orbital doesn't matter. Hopefully we get a low number so I can demonstrate it. Okay, 1048. That is totally fine. It doesn't have hidden ability, which is perfect. So we're gonna try to do it in the seed searcher results screen. So we're gonna show shiny, yes, any type apply filter, and there we go. We got 148. That's the number of advance you have to do, not the actual frame. So if you skip that number of frames, the shiny frame will be 1049. So this tells you the number of frame skips that you have to do, right? Okay, so now we have the seed. I am going to save this number over here. There you go. But before that, I'm going to verify this seed, which I already trust these programs enough, so I really don't have to do it. But for the sake of, you know, if it actually gives you a false positive, what you're gonna do is you restart the game. You will want to catch the first Pokemon of the den, the first frame, so you can double check the first Pokemon in the list and see if it matches all the IVs of that list. So I'm going to reset the filter. So what is the first Pokemon here? The first Pokemon is a 5-star Orbeetle. So if we filter this, 5-star Orbeetle, show. So the first Pokemon should be these guy right here. If you want to check it with 1-star, you can also do that. If you go to 5-star Orbeetle, don't show shiny, and that's the exact same number over here. So we're gonna catch this real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we caught the Orbeetle. That's the first frame Orbeetle, so we're gonna do the exact same thing again. How many times I've said that? So, go to bag. Check summary. Actually, I don't even have to level it up to 100. So, as you can see, hold on. As you can see, right here, the attack is 31, special attack 31, speed 31, 31 special defense. And if we want to check the nature, and it should be quiet nature, and there we go. So that matches the first frame in the list, which is 0 frame advance in the list. So that means your seed is valid. So the 148 will be your shiny. 148 frame skips. Okay, so now I'm going to answer a question that a lot of people is asking in Discord, which is like, oh my god, I lost count on how many skips I did. What do I do? Oh my god. So I'm going to demonstrate it right now. So I'm going to manually skip 10 days. So we're going to do the y-comm glitch again. There you go. Take it out, put it back in, and glitch is active. So now I'm going to manually skip 10 days. Hopefully this doesn't crash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. Okay. So what is this Pokemon? It's a 3-star Orbeetle. Okay, so what you're gonna what happened is you want to save at this point right here, so you don't lost all the frame skip you did. Which I'm not going to do it right here. So what you want to do is catch this Pokemon. Okay, now we caught the 11 frame Orbeetle. Actually, you won't even you shouldn't know the number of frame. So just gonna do the same thing again. Level up to 100. And go and check the summary. So now I am going to reuse the SW Seed Searcher. And like I said before, because if you're finding a if you're trying to find a frame without the seed searcher still open, you can't use it. So I'm just not going to use this at all. So what we're going to do is we reuse the SW seed calculator right here. I'm just going to pick a random one. So that was a how much star was it? It doesn't matter as long as it's so the same Pokemon will have the same IV, so the star doesn't actually matter. So let's see. That is Swamp. It doesn't matter. I just need the IV and the nature. So what nature was this? So that was a timid nature. Timid, and now we go to the IV calculator. Let's make this bigger. So that's 23113239196276237. Calculate, and we don't have to output and exit. So that's the IV we got from here. So what we're gonna do is I am going to pull up OneStar again. That was a 4-star Orbeetle, and generate list. So supposedly it should be this, right? But we're not gonna look at it right now. So I'm just gonna look. Whoopsie, I'm blocking the screen. Okay, let's put it over here. So what was the IVs? Let's look at here. It was 1, 31, 14, 31, 31, 31. So it has swarm ability, so it's the first ability. If you don't know what number the ability was, you can just go to Cerebi.net and check over that way. So timid and find X, and there we go. That's 10 skip. So that's how you find your current frame. If you lost count somehow, and then you just restart the game back to where you before you save catching this Pokemon, and then you continue skipping, and that's it. So now I'm going to actually skip to my shiny frame. Well, not shiny frame. I'm going to skip to 3 days before the shiny, not 4 days, 3 days. I don't know why there are so many people think it's 4 days before the shiny. It's 3 days, because the 4th day it's going to be a random Pokemon. So you save it 3 days before, and then the first 3 frames it's gonna be a fixed Pokemon, and then the 4th frame it's gonna be a shiny, and it's gonna be a random Pokemon. Get it? Okay. If that wasn't too confusing. Okay. So now I'm going to start doing some magic with my Arduino. Let me close all of these. I'm going to keep Seed Searcher open just in case. But again, if you close this window, that's it. You lost everything. You can't even input your seed over here and then show the results. You can't do that. So, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna close it. Bye. Okay, so we confirm our skip is 1048. So 3 days before it's 1045. So that's how many days we need to skip. So if you haven't seen my Arduino auto day skipper tutorial, go over there. I'm going to just do the fastest way possible. So I'm going to open up whoopsie, not here, day skipper JP, edit my file. So what is my date currently? Let me go and have a quick check. So my date right now is February 25th and 2020, and the number of days we want to skip is this number minus 3. So that's 1045. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. If you close the Lean Seed Searcher, you can use the Ray Finder or the online seed checker. The online seed checker is web based, so if you display a lot of Pokemon, it's gonna be very slow. So I don't like that one, and I also don't like the Rayfinder as well. So I just like to stick with OneStar. So I'm going to save this, and then I go to the make file. Where's my make file? Yep, that's DaySkipper JP, and that's fine. I'm to close this, and now I'm going to open CMD and copy this directory, C, right click, enter, and then make. And that compiles the program. Now I go to here. Okay, let me take my Arduino, which is right here, right next to me. Now I plug this back in here. And I also need to flash this. So we start working, and there you go. You can hear the USB disconnect and it connects again. Now I can connect it. Low hex file, DaySkipper JP, run. And there you go. My Arduino is ready. So now we go back to the game. Go back to capture card. Well, first thing first, we have to activate the y-comm glitch. Take it out. Put it back in. Easy. Easy glitch. Okay. So now that we have the glitch active, I am going to go to the Pokemon Center. Because if you mass DaySkip in the wild area, it will be very likely to crash your game because there are too many weather changes. So I'm going to go into a Pokemon Center. It doesn't matter which one. Okay, go into the Pokemon Center. Just to make sure that DaySkip glitch is active, I'm just gonna hit home button and then go back, and then you can see the flash, which means the glitch is active. So right now we're gonna skip right to 3 days before the shiny. There you go. I am going to plug my Arduino in. Do my work for me, Arduino. There you go. This will take about 15 minutes, so I will see you. Oh yeah, before you do the DaySkip glitch, you should probably check which day it's going to end. So my start day was 2020 February 25th, right? So if you Google day calculator, and then the first results is what you need. So we're going to go at days. Okay, so that was the second February 25th 2020, and we want to skip 1045 days, right? Yep. So that's the date we want to finish. So that's where the program is gonna finish. So I'm gonna see you at 2023 January 5th. See you then. Okay, we're almost done here. So if you don't know what's going on here, once you have the DaySkip glitch active, if you go to the date and time and then you change dates forward and you press OK, that already registered in the game as a DaySkip. So you can just press OK, skip 1 day, press OK, skip 1 day, and then keep repeating that until you reach your destination. So this is where a lot of people screwed up. Oh my god, I skipped from 31st day to the first day. What will happen? If you're just unsure what you did, that rollback doesn't actually count. So what you do is just go back to the game, save, and then just catch the Pokemon and then verify it with OneStar or Rayfinder or the online seed checker, and then just continue the process after you find how many current skips you have. So we're almost done here. So we should end at January 5th, which is 5 more days. 1, good job. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it finished. And we have done day skipping. By we, I mean my Arduino. Good job, Arduino. If you want to know how to do how to make an Arduino to do auto day skipping for you, I will have a link in the description below. I really recommend people do it. You just need to spend a little bit of money on it. But you skip all the trouble of you having to do the touchscreen for hours. And you're most likely gonna get hand cramps. So having an Arduino is really awesome. So now we're done day skipping. I'm going to go back to the game, and let's go to the den. Let's switch back to big screen. Here we go. It's nice I picked the den next to Bridgefield, so it doesn't take very long to actually go there. Okay. And now I'm going to save in front of the den. I'm gonna save. And because I still have the day skip glitch active, I'm going to skip forward 3 days. 1, 2, 3. And this is going to be our shiny. If this is not, I'll cry, but I trust my Arduino, so... Bam! That's the shiny. So, a lot of people ask, oh my god, how do I keep this shiny without, losing the den? So, you can't do that. The host only gets once. So what you gotta do, you have to invite your friends to catch the shiny for you and then trade it to you. So now we have confirmed the 4th frame is a shiny. If we want to change this, if we want to shiny swap this Pokemon, we just reset the game and then roll to the 4th frame, and that will be a random Pokemon. Okay, let's connect back to the internet. My wire connection was having a issue there, so now we're actually on wired. We can disconnect properly. Take it out, put it back in. There you go. Again, skip 3 days forward. 1, 2, 3. And now this will be a different Pokemon, hopefully, to prove me right. Okay, good. It's Excavalier, I believe. So if you want to catch all these Pokemon for yourself, you need a friend or someone else to join your raid, either online or locally. So if you want to keep this Pokemon until your friend catches it, what you're gonna do is, well, you should invite others, but I'm not gonna invite others. Obviously, I don't have a friend with me at the moment. So what you have to do is, when you enter the screen right here, you're going to disconnect from the raid. And that will kick you out from the raid, but you will still have the same exact raid that you can host again with your friend. So that way you can do it as long as you can until you catch your friend catches the Pokemon, and then you can reset the den again, roll to the 4th frame to a different Pokemon, and then do the same process over and over again until you get all the shinies. So I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to do this one more time with the slow ass method to roll 3 days forward. I'm still pressing the wrong button. Amazing. So if you're at this point, and if you roll 3 days and you don't see a shiny, that means you probably do the touchscreen method too fast and the game didn't register some day skips. So again, the same thing. You just save at the current frame, catch the Pokemon, and then you use the Raid Finder or OneStar or the online seed checker to find your current day skip. And then you find which frame you are, and then you continue skipping after you restart the game. And it's an Orbeetle again, but I'm just gonna prove this again. This is gonna be a shiny. And hopefully this answers all the questions that people have been continuously asking in Discord. So, yeah, enjoy your shiny hunting. I'll see you next time. Peace.